This lunatic, Kevin, oh my God! No, pile driver, God! Well, to end Orton's career there, of course, Cody Rhodes is down as
The WWE Universe thrives on electrifying matches, jaw-dropping drama, and unforgettable rivalries. But even the most seasoned fans couldn't have foreseen the tragic turn of events that unfolded recently. A night designed to deliver top-tier entertainment turned into a harrowing spectacle as Randy Orton, one of WWE's most iconic superstars, suffered a devastating injury. This wasn't just another in-ring mishap, it was an event that left the wrestling world in collective shock. Adding to the intensity of the aftermath, WWE's Chief Content Officer, Triple H, made an extraordinary and controversial decision. He terminated Kevin Owens' WWE contract for his involvement in the incident. The decision sent shockwaves across the wrestling landscape, polarizing fans and sparking a heated debate about responsibility, punishment, and the future of in-ring safety. Now, the haunting words spoken by Randy Orton in
well, I'm going to be out a very long time, but the part that kind of breaks my heart the most is there's a good chance that I won't be able to come back.
Money's good, the talent's good, the locker room's great. I have a good relationship with all the people that are in charge, and I don't see why I would change that. And I only see all of those different variables I just mentioned, I only see them getting better over the coming years. So at 41, I can honestly say if I'm on a contract where I'm able to still wrestle a handful of years in my late 40s, possibly even as I'm a 50-year-old man, I would love to do it. My big thing, and my wife Kim has promised me that if she looks at me and she thinks that I'm becoming a parody of myself, or if I'm unable to do the things that the fans need to be able to physically see me do in order for them to believe, that an RKO still has as much sting as it once did.
His hospital bed, "My neck," continued to echo through the wrestling world. These words, simple yet powerful, have become a rallying cry for fans, colleagues, and legends alike, who are showing their unwavering support for the Viper. Let's break down the events of that night, the stunning fallout, and what's next for one of WWE's most revered performers. It all began as a seemingly ordinary episode of Smackdown. The arena was packed with fans ready to witness another masterclass in wrestling from Randy Orton, a 14-time world champion known for his charisma, technical prowess, and the infamous RKO. The energy in the crowd was electric, the anticipation palpable. Orton's opponent, Kevin Owens, entered the ring with his trademark intensity. Known for his high-risk maneuvers and fearless approach, Owens had built a reputation as one of WWE's most unpredictable superstars. The match quickly escalated into a brutal showcase of athleticism, with both men trading blows, counters, and near falls that had the audience on the edge of their seats. But what started as a thrilling contest turned catastrophic in an instant. Owens, in a move that shocked even the most die-hard fans, executed a pile driver, a maneuver that has been banned in WWE for decades due to its dangerous potential to cause life-altering injuries. The crowd's cheers turned to gasps of horror as Randy Orton collapsed in the ring, motionless. The atmosphere in the arena shifted dramatically. The once deafening cheers of the crowd were replaced by an eerie silence as medical personnel rushed to Orton's side. The severity of the situation became clear as EMTs worked carefully to stabilize his neck before stretchered him out of the arena.
There's no question. There's been twice since I've been back in November where I was like, hey, Hunter, can I take a week to just recover so that I can be 100% for the following week? He said, oh, sure, yeah, as long as you communicate that to me, no problem.
Yeah.
So having that in my back pocket, it's a real peace of mind knowing that if I need, I am 44, if I need a week, they'll give it to me.
Well, do you think acting, obviously we see the Cena, The Rock, all these guys going to, do you think acting, we've seen you do it a little bit, but do you think you'll kind of go down that road a little bit more?
I was just talking to Cody Rhodes about this yesterday, and Marseille, France, and I really love what I'm doing now. I love watching movies. There's a lot of work that goes into them.
What's important here, what do you want to accomplish now?
Fans watching at home and in the stands were left in stunned disbelief, their hearts heavy for a legend who has given so much to the industry. As the wrestling world reeled from the devastating scene, Triple H emerged backstage to address the WWE Universe. Visibly shaken, the WWE executive delivered an emotionally charged statement that underscored the gravity of the incident. Randy Orton is not just a superstar, he's a cornerstone of this company. Triple H began, his voice heavy with emotion. What happened tonight was reckless, unacceptable, and goes against everything we stand for in this business. There will be consequences. Those consequences came swifter than anyone could have anticipated. Within hours, WWE announced that Kevin Owens' contract had been terminated. The decision ignited a firestorm of reactions, dividing fans, wrestlers, and industry insiders. Many praised Triple H for taking a strong stance on safety, emphasizing the importance of protecting the well-being of the athletes who put their bodies on the line night after night. Others, however, questioned the fairness of the decision. Was Owens solely to blame, or was he a scapegoat for a deeper issue within WWE's culture of high-risk competition? As news of Orton's injury and Owens' firing spread, WWE legends were quick to voice their opinions. Ric Flair, a mentor to Orton and one of wrestling's most respected voices, called the incident a dark day for our business. Randy Orton has given his life to this industry, Flair said in an emotional interview. Seeing him in that condition broke my heart. I understand why Triple H acted the way he did, but we also need to look at how we got here. This wasn't just Kevin Owens making a reckless decision. This is a systemic issue with how far we push these performers. The Undertaker, another legend and longtime colleague of Orton, echoed similar sentiments. Randy is like a brother to me, he said. What happened was devastating, but it's a wake-up call for everyone. We need to prioritize safety over spectacle. No storyline is worth a man's health. Meanwhile, fans took to social media in droves, sharing their heartbreak and support for Orton. The hashtag #PrayForOrton began trending worldwide within hours, showcasing the outpouring of love for *the Viper. While WWE has not released an official medical update, initial reports suggest that Orton's injury is severe, potentially career-threatening. Doctors are closely monitoring his condition, and fans are anxiously awaiting news on whether he'll ever be able to step back into the ring. For Orton, this moment represents more than just a physical setback. It's a pivotal chapter in a storied career that has seen him overcome countless obstacles. Known for his resilience, Randy Orton's legacy as one of WWE's greatest superstars is already cemented. However, the road to recovery will test his spirit like never before. As
WWE unbans a move. WWE fans are thrilled by what appears to be the return of two classics to the squared circle, the piledriver and the use of blood. A tweet by Public Enemy's podcast sums up how the WWE Universe feels about the returns. Piledrivers and blood are back in WWE. The world is healing itself. While many moves make the piledriver look tame by comparison, particularly moves down on the floor or through the table, some fans will give the WWE a pass if it limits the piledriver's use and limits it as a true game changer. Next up, our first story looks at WWE announces Randy Orton's injury. Now, our top story today takes a look at the fallout from WWE's injury angle with Randy Orton and how it appears that the WWE legend is going to be out of action for some time. Orton was taken away in an ambulance on SmackDown this week after his former friend Kevin Owens hit a devastating piledriver on him. Now, the piledriver is a banned move in WWE, so this was a huge deal, and WWE have quite rightly portrayed the piledriver as being one of the most dangerous moves there is. In an update on WWE's Resident Viper, WWE took to their socials last night to state, after last night's brutal attack by Kevin Owens on SmackDown, Randy Orton has been diagnosed with a cervical cord nephraxia. There is no timetable for his return. Now, this of course is a kayfabe injury, yet the nature of the kayfabe injury suggests that Orton will be taking time off. It's not exactly clear what the WWE's creative direction is for Orton, however we can assume that Cody Rhodes vs KO Part 2 for Survivor Series is the plan. Some fans on X have theorized that Orton could be returning during the match to potentially cost Owens the WWE title. Now, this may be far too soon, as the annual Survivor Series is just a few short weeks away. There were rumors that Orton vs KO would be on the Saturday night's main event card next month, and this would give Orton over a month off to sell the impact of the piledriver. Whilst Orton is locked into a blood feud with Owens, it appears that all roads, pun intended, lead to an eventual Orton vs Rhodes WWE title showdown, potentially at WrestleMania 41 next April. What are your thoughts on WWE handling this storyline? Let us know in the comments.
We talked about Cena quite a bit. I feel like...
To answer it. Wheatley, Randy, we don't know what's going to happen. If you're talking about the end, which I don't see, he doesn't, it's not, I don't see that, but who would you want to wrestle? If you could pick somebody.
So, I'm 44. I'd like to wrestle at least until I'm 50.
For Kevin Owens, his future remains uncertain. While some believe the firing was justified, others argue that Owens deserves a second chance. Wrestling insiders speculate that Owens may find opportunities outside WWE, potentially in AEW or other promotions that value his unique talents. Regardless of what happens next, the events of that night will serve as a cautionary tale for wrestlers and fans alike, a reminder of the real risks these performers face every time they step into the ring. The harrowing events surrounding Randy Orton's injury have left an indelible mark on WWE history. It was a night that showcased both the incredible highs and the devastating lows of professional wrestling. As the WWE Universe rallies behind *the Viper, and debates over Kevin Owens' firing continue to rage, one thing is certain: the world of wrestling will never forget this moment. For now, all eyes are on Randy Orton, hoping that the legend will once again rise, stronger than ever, from the ashes of this tragedy. The world of WWE is no stranger to dramatic moments that leave fans on the edge of their seats. But even in a realm defined by high-stakes action and emotional storytelling, the recent events surrounding Randy Orton's injury and Kevin Owens' firing have left an indelible mark on the wrestling world. What began as a thrilling night on *Smackdown, quickly spiraled into one of the most controversial and heart-wrenching chapters in WWE history. With Randy Orton diagnosed with a potentially career-ending injury, Kevin Owens dismissed in a whirlwind of controversy, and WWE's leadership under scrutiny. This moment has sparked intense debates and emotional responses from fans, superstars, and industry insiders alike. Let's dive into the full scope of what unfolded, the fallout, and what lies ahead for all involved. As fans eagerly awaited updates on Randy Orton's condition following his in-ring collapse.
I think do this for as long as I can and make sure, and we brought up my wife Kim on a couple occasions, told me, she goes, when it's time to hang him up, I'll let you know. So not, if this is when I need to hang him up, I don't want to go here.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I don't want to...
The diagnosis was as grim as feared. Orton was revealed to have suffered cervical cord neuropraxia a serious injury that can result in temporary or permanent nerve damage. This news was especially alarming given Orton's well-documented history of back and neck issues, which had already kept him sidelined for over a year in the past. From his hospital bed, Randy Orton released a heartfelt statement that immediately resonated with the WWE Universe. "I've been through tough times before, and I've always come back stronger. This won't be any different. I want to thank everyone for their support. It means the world to me." Orton's words, reflective of the resilience that has defined his illustrious career, offered a glimmer of hope to a fan base desperate for good news. Social media erupted in support, with #GetWellSoonRandy trending worldwide within hours. The outpouring of love extended to WWE superstars as well, with John Cena tweeting, "Randy Orton is a fighter. He'll overcome this just like he always does." And Becky Lynch adding, "We're all pulling for you, Randy. You're a legend for a reason." While Randy Orton's recovery became the primary concern for fans, the spotlight also turned to Kevin Owens, whose involvement in the incident led to his immediate dismissal by WWE Chief Content Officer Triple H Owens, known for his outspoken nature, didn't
And have done it before me and tore the house down.
Oh, yeah.
It depends who's on top. If you were to ask me that question now and I had to give you an answer, I'd say you.
If I can't do all those things, she's promised me that she's going to let me know that it's time to hang up the boots. In his shoes one day where I can be happy with my body of work and just kind of sit back, be grandpa, and watch your grandkids play and have been a WWE superstar, and that's all I need to be.
Shy away from addressing the controversy. In an emotional interview, Owens expressed deep remorse, but also defended his actions. "What happened wasn't intentional. Wrestling is a dangerous sport and accidents happen. I never meant to hurt Randy. I respect him too much for that." Despite his heartfelt apology, Owens found himself at the center of a storm. Fans and insiders alike condemned his decision to use a banned move, labeling it reckless and irresponsible. The piledriver, long banned in WWE due to its history of causing severe injuries, became a symbol of the larger debate about safety and risk in professional wrestling. Some, however, rushed to Owens' defense, arguing that he was being unfairly scapegoated for an unfortunate accident. Wrestling analyst Dave Meltzer weighed in, saying, saying, "While Owens' actions were undeniably dangerous, the decision to fire him seems reactionary. This incident exposes deeper issues about WWE's approach to safety and the pressure on performers to deliver high-risk moments." Owens has since announced plans to share his side of the story in an upcoming tell-all podcast. Fans are eagerly awaiting this revelation, wondering whether Owens will take full accountability or shed light on WWE's backstage culture and safety policies. The incidents involving Randy Orton and Kevin Owens have reignited long-standing debates about the physical toll of professional wrestling. The pile driver, once a staple move, has a notorious reputation for causing severe injury.
Next thing, what's that thing that would be the next apex, next peak? What is it that Randy Orton has left to do in the wrestling space besides be incredible and beloved and all those things that you will be? But what is the goal? What's the task?
I think, answer your question honestly, I don't want to retire and have a last match and then leave the company and have another last match and then another one. I like John. God, that makes me feel so old.
WWE banned it decades ago as part of a broader effort to protect its performers, but Owens' decision to use it has sparked a polarizing conversation. Fans and legends have weighed in with passionate opinions. On one side, there are those demanding stricter enforcement of safety policies. On the other, there are purists who argue that wrestling's essence lies in its willingness to push boundaries. Ric Flair, a mentor to Orton, shared his thoughts in an emotional interview. "Randy is family to me. Seeing him hurt like this breaks my heart. I respect Triple H for taking action, but we need to ask ourselves if we're putting these superstars in positions where they feel they have to take these risks." Meanwhile, The Undertaker, another industry icon, emphasized the importance of finding balance. Wrestling is about storytelling, but it's also about safety. Moves like the pile driver don't belong in today's do. We need to evolve without losing the essence of what makes this business great. Fans on social media echoed this divide. Hashtags like #Justice for Andy and #Fire Owens trended alongside #Reinstate Owens and #Ban the Pile Driver, showcasing the emotional connection fans have with their favorite superstars and the sport itself. Triple H's swift and decisive action in firing Kevin Owens has underscored his commitment to safety, but has also raised questions about WWE's approach to handling crises. By taking such a bold step, Triple H sent a clear message to the locker room. Recklessness will not be tolerated. In a press conference following the incident, Triple H stated, "WWE is built on the incredible talent and dedication of our superstars, but safety must always come first. What happened to Randy was unacceptable, and we will do everything in our power to ensure it never happens again."
Did you know a current WWE legend was close to having a completely different role if he couldn't come back from injury? Randy Orton's long-awaited comeback at Survivor Series last year will go down as one of the great WWE returns. But what if it never happened? Due to a back injury that had built up over time, Randy Orton began an 18-month absence from wrestling in the spring of 2022, and while he was away, there wasn't much positive news, with some reports at the time suggesting that he may have to end his iconic career due to his back injuries. However, he was also open to a very different role if he couldn't come back. In a recent interview, Randy Orton revealed that he would have been eager to continue on with WWE even if his days as an active wrestler had ended. He also said that he'd have become a coach, or a trainer, or even a producer to remain part of the WWE into his retirement. Do you think Randy Orton will make a great coach one day? Let us know in the comments and like and subscribe for more wrestling content.